Are we started? Yes, we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My brothers, you know exactly who it is. I'm D, and this is the Future Fathers FF podcast. Well, quick. My brothers, how are you doing? Do apologize for, the start and how we started, but I'm trying to relax this evening. How you doing, my brothers? How's things going with you? I hope work's been alright. I hope the missus or your partner's been okay. I hope the children's alright. As I said, I hope work ain't troubling you too much, my brothers. Most of all, I hope you ain't have to beat nobody this week, because we can't be doing with that. We can't be dealing with that at all. My brothers, this evening I come to you a little bit calmer, a little bit not so in your face today. Yeah, I had to keep it down a little bit, only because as I'm sure you can tell from the title, making time for your elders. That's exactly what I'm doing at the moment. As you guys know, my granddad's not been too well uh, of recent. Couldn't hear myself properly then. Yeah, my granddad's not been too great of recent. He's not been well, not been well. His health is deteriorating slowly, but his mental faculties are slipping away. So I myself am doing my best to make sure that I've got time for him, and I'm making the time that I can for him. Excuse me, sorry about that. Reason why I'm bringing this up is because we don't know how much time we got left at all. And from the second we're born, we're pushing closer to leaving. Now, my brothers, for my situation and my circumstance at the moment, I'm good. Me personally, I'm fine. Yeah. I know how to deal with this and make it work for me. Kind of, yeah, in the best sense that it can do. I'm trying to make it work for me as best it can. The situation's not great, but I'm making the best of it. Me and mum's traveling back and forward. Granddad's in the hospital at the moment. Me and mum's traveling back and forward from work and stuff into the hospital, back up to my nan's, making sure she's all right as well. And basically, as I've explained to my nan, I'm not doing anything that my grandparents haven't done for me. So that being said, I just would like to extend this to you guys. Making sure your elders see your face is something that in the last few years I've learned more. I've learned more in the last few years than I have in the past 15. No joke. I was somebody that I didn't really think to myself like, oh yeah, my grandparents need to see me. And I know I've mentioned this before, but I want to go into a little bit more depth, just for those of you who may be in similar situations, trying to make more time for your grandparents because their health might not be in the best place for them, or it might just be that you're learning yourselves how to open your heart a little bit more, or basically just learn how to push yourself to involve yourself in your grandparents' lives. If you're somebody that has been doing this for years, I praise you. Seriously, I do. Myself now. When my missus had children, when she had our first, used to go around to my nan's quite often. Was driving at the time, so I had the vehicle to get back and forwards. I don't have one now. And sometime in between, I just kind of stopped going to one of my grandparents' houses. Now, I won't say it had nothing to do, well, I don't know what it had to do with. Pretty much I know something. One of my grandfathers passed away nearly 20 years now. No, 18 years. No, no. 19. 19 years my grandfather would have passed away. Yeah, yeah. About that. Yeah. He passed away 19 years ago. And back then, he was the only person concerned about my music. So for me, it was a big thing when I lost him. It didn't hit me until maybe 3 weeks after that I'd realized that he wasn't going to be there. And then going round to my nan's house, it just wasn't the same. Now, there are other reasons. We won't go into those reasons, but there were other reasons that added to that and just made me feel like, I don't know if I want to do this. So I just stopped going. I just stopped ringing everything. It was almost like I cut a piece of myself off. And for years and years, I didn't speak to my nan or anything. And my nan got sick, and I realized just how much I love my nan and how much it would hurt if I didn't have my nan around. Now, I made sure I showed my face. I made sure I went to my nan's house. I made the time necessary for my nan to see me. Regardless of how I felt, it was so my nan could see me. And that was 2.5 years ago, nearly 3 years ago. Bros, I'm telling you this now, yeah? I've maybe not rang my nan on a handful of weekends since then because I told her and I made a point with myself in saying, I'm going to ring my nan every weekend just so she knows, just so she knows I'm still thinking about her. And obviously, life gets in the way. Some Sundays I come back and I'm cooking dinner a little bit later. I can't get to ring her. Some Sundays, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just busy. Some Sundays I get in and I'm tired and I'm just like, I'm going to my bed, or I just want to sit down. Now, that's my choice. Whenever I don't ring her, I always say to myself, oh, I feel bad. I knew I wasn't gonna ring, so why make myself feel even worse than I already do? Now, I learned that these are all choices that I'm making. If I'm choosing to think about it, why not do it right then? As long as my hands are not wet and I don't have my hands in food at that moment in time, I can push a button on my phone, put my AirPods in, yeah, and talk to my nan, which is exactly what I have been doing. Makes it a lot easier. I know I've rang my nan. I know exactly how her health is. I know what she's been up to for the week. See you later, nan. Not long. I don't spend that long on the phone with my nan. But I go and see her every few weeks as well, just to make sure how she is. Now I speak to her every week. My other nan, who lives closer, I see her a little bit more often. There's the balance, my brothers. Or should I say that's how I see my balance. I see one I see one less, but I talk to her more. I see one more, but I talk to her less. It works for me. I don't know how it's gonna work for you, but I'm just pointing these things out. Now, the nan that I see more, I have been doing a lot more with her over the years. My mum's mum. My other nan is my dad's mum. Now, you guys know that the relationship between me and my dad was extremely strained in the past, and give thanks to the Most High, my mum, my nan, my missus, and my children. It's not like that. It's not like that no more. I can sit down and have a conversation with man. Yeah. Sometimes I do get a bit like, a bit apprehensive. Now that's only because of our past. That's it. My choices now are completely my own. I choose when I want to talk to you. I choose when I come and see you. I'm going to tell you this, my brothers, right now, yeah, I'm making sure that his health is okay because I know just how much my sister needs him. I may have said that before, but I'm going to say it again. I'm making sure my dad's health is okay because I know how much my sister needs him around. He's still my dad at the end of the day, but do you know what? You're important to somebody. It might not be me, but in order for that person to feel okay and be happy, you have to keep your health as long as you can. I myself, I have a routine that I do every single morning. Yeah, every single morning. I do a stretch, a light stretch. I do a little bit of kettlebell work, and I have a coffee every morning. My brothers, I want to be here as long as I can, in the best condition I can be in, for my sons, not for myself, for my sons, because I don't know what obstacles they're gonna come across in life that they need my advice for or my help with. You have absolutely no idea how important the people in your life that have an impact on you are until they're no longer there. Now, as I said, I the nan I used to go and well, I still go and see her quite often. Can't say I used to. The nan I go and see often. Her husband, my granddad, is not doing too well. As I stated at the beginning of the video, he's in hospital at the moment. He's okay. He's okay, but his health not is not getting any better. Let's just say that. Yeah, he's stable at the moment, but not getting better. Brothers, this for me was a revelation because and I'm talking about the situation. This has given me insight into myself. Now, I understand I wasn't in the mental position to deal with something like this when it happened to me before or earlier on in my life. I thought, yes, I'm a dad, I've got my children, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But I didn't quite understand, which is why I think it hit me so hard later on. Now, my granddad that I'm with almost all the time now, brothers, I've been up there every single day this week. I've been with him since he went into hospital every single day. I think it was last weekend he went into hospital. Yeah, last Sunday he went into hospital. I've been with him every single day. As I finish work, I've gone back up to hospital. I didn't get to do this with my other granddad. And may the most I rest him, do you know what? I think he's watching, man, and saying, do you know what, D? Well done. Well done. Because he knew, yeah, I couldn't see him in the position he was in. I couldn't. It hurt man too much to see him like that. Now, now, my brothers, now I am the man that I thought I was, and I'm helping my granddad, shaving my granddad's beard, helping him put on his clothes, helping him with his food. I am what I wanted to be. Might be a little bit later on in life, but I'm there. And I cannot explain to you the joy my heart is filled with just being able to help him. This is why I'm saying making time for your elders, not waiting until they're on their way out, so to speak, but making time for them just to be around them while they're here, while they've still got their faculties about them, while they can still hold a conversation with you, while you and them can still reason. Brothers, do it, if not for yourself, for the fact that your children get to see another generation in your family that have a whole different outlook on life, that have experienced life in a way that they could never imagine. Never. You only have to go back one generation from me to reach their grandparents. If they go back, all right, from them to me is one. From them to their grandparents is two. From them to their great grandparents is three. And they can do that. Three generations. I don't think I don't think you quite understand the implications of that. That's three whole complete different lifetimes. Experience life in three different eras of the world. And now they're living in the era of technology. My grandparents, their great grandparents, didn't even live. You know what? Let me rephrase what I'm gonna say. My grandparents, their great grandparents, yeah, didn't have the access to electricity that my children have. And the wickedest thing about that is my children have actually seen their family, where they come from, where things started for us with my grandparents back in Jamaica. So they know exactly what it's like with with my mum's parents. They know exactly what that's like. They've seen, when four houses are sharing electricity. They know what that's like. It's not like power grid, yo, yeah, you get a supplier, you get a supplier, you get a supply. No, 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 no. They know what it's like to have to have your own animals, otherwise you ain't eating. They know what it's like to grow your own crops. They've seen it with their own eyes. Handing down that kind of knowledge and information, I'm telling you, it has a profound effect on your children that you could not possibly imagine. Now, my youngest, T, yeah, he had a thing with bees before we went out to Jamaica, wasps and them thing there, yeah. When we went out there, bearing in mind this is like 6 years ago now. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's like 6 years ago now. When we went out there, he didn't like bees and thing, yeah. And you saw the bees out there. Now, I'm not joking. I'm sure I've mentioned this before. They got legs on them. You can see them coming. Yeah, they're big as well. Got them buzzing around his head when we gone up to my aunt's house who live in the mountains. Brothers, it, yeah? The boys like, Dad, 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 they keep troubling me. I'm like, well, just leave them. They will soon go. Trust me. Just leave them. You don't even have to bat them away. Once they come around you and they know, yeah, yeah, you're not a plant, I'm gone. So said, so done. You see see from we come back, yeah? You think that boy's got any kind of problem with them bees now? Listen, English bees. I remember when he came back here and he turned around to a bee and said, I've seen your cousin, I was like, what is wrong with this you? From then, not a problem. But giving them that cultural experience to live just a small, tiny portion of what their great grandparents went through, like living life like that, it's blown their minds to a point where they've got a different kind of respect for them, and they're like, you guys did some stuff and then you came over here and you changed your life, and through you, you now exist. It's a profound thing. But this is why I am trying to make the most time I can for my elders right now, because one day I'm going to be an elder, and you know what, I hope somebody's doing for me what I'm doing for my granddad. Whether it be my children or not, I don't know. Whether it be my wife or not, I got no idea. Whether it's my grandchildren, nieces, nephews, I have absolutely no idea. But I am instilling in them, do you know what? This is the right thing to do, and these are the right people to do these things for. Not because I have to do this. No, no, no. Because this is how we treat our elders. This is how we respect our elders. Yeah, this is how we show our elders exactly what they mean to us. This is how we give them their flowers before they're gone. Yeah. Oh, what happened there? We're sorted. We're sorted. I believe so. I believe so. Yes. So as I was saying, you doing for your grandparents what they've done for you as a child, if that's how your grandparents were with you are just giving them their flowers before they're gone. That's all you're doing. You're just showing them the appreciation that you have for them before you can no longer do that. My brothers, that's what I'm doing. And my sons see me doing this. So they know, okay, this is what you do. When your grandparents are not well, they're in hospital, you go and see them. when they're ailing and they can't do certain things, you assist them. I couldn't care less what I've had to do. I could not care less. I'm not going to divulge anything of what I've had to do apart from the things that you already know. But my brothers, like, I truly, truly trust in the fact that the Most High has helped me and pushed me into this position. Everything that I've ever had to do throughout my life, right up until now, has given me the strength to say, "Do you know what? Come, granddad, that will help." Just watching, man, sit down in the hospital chair today and helping him stand up, take 3 steps forward, and turn around and sit down. Some people couldn't do that. How I see my granddad now, he's not the man he used to be. Nowhere near. Still antagonistic, yeah. My granddad still likes to run jokes. I am not fronting. But alright, so my brothers, this is what my granddad did to me. Now bearing in mind, yeah, alright. So the day I took him to the hospital, yeah, went to the house. I had to my nan called the ambulance. So we got him into the ambulance. He cannot walk too well. Yeah, he's got Bambi legs, as he likes to say. He's not too steady on his feet. You can imagine muscles gone, ligaments is going, all of this stuff, all of this thing. He's been in the ambulance talking about the man's driving and how he's bumpy on the roads and everything, making the paramedics laugh, got him to the hospital. Me and him just busting joke. Me and him just busting joke. We stand up in the doorway, yeah, of the cubicle when they took him into the majors department, so they're assessing him before they can send him where they need to. This is my granddad. Yeah, this is my granddad. Me and him stand up in the doorway, remember? Yeah. So me and him stand up in the doorway, yeah. I'm standing up this side. My granddad stand up that side, yeah. I'm like looking around, looking around. My granddad's looking outside by the reception and everything. And he said to me, "Oh, I don't feel too good, you know." I said, "Yeah." This is what the old man did to me. He's standing by the door, yeah. My brothers, let me explain to you how my heart dropped, yeah. My heart sank. I felt my heart that it was by my knees. Yeah, my heart was by my knees. And then he looked at me dead in my face and laughed. I said, "You fool, you fool." And man, bent up laughing. I said, "Don't do that to me again. Don't do that." Eventually, I started laughing because it was funny. It was funny as heck. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to do that to my grandchildren. I definitely know I've done stuff like that to my children. But oh my gosh, bros, like even just thinking about it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh, but at the same time, like I'm like, brother, you can't stand up too good, yeah. And them kind of jokes is what you're running with, man. Don't do that. I beg you, please don't do that. I jumped like I had to catch him, and that's when I was like, this fool, this guy, is he really doing this to me? Is he actually do? Yes, yes, he was. Yes, he was. And you know what? I've got that memory for the rest of existence now. This is what I mean by making the time for your elders. You do not want to miss out on moments like those. Trust me, for yourself and for your children. You don't want your children to miss out on moments like those. None of us do. Those moments there are golden. Those moments there make lives. Seriously, they do. They help us. They help us grow. They help us remember things. They help us remember people. Brothers, bros, fathers, listen. Yeah, we're all trying to grow and be better people. We're all trying to grow and teach our children how to be the best versions of themselves that they can be by watching us. Like my last episode, yeah. I'll put a video title up somewhere for the last episode for leading by example. Rose, this is how we do it. Get out in front and let them see exactly what's necessary for us to be doing. I love my granddad. I love my granddad. The man taught me how to mix concrete when I was 8 years old. 8 years old in a garage that we was rebuilding a wall in his house. My brothers, I've got that memory for the rest of existence. I've had that since I was 8 years old. I am now 42. I've had that memory for 35 years. Anytime I've just plucked that, yep, I remember when my granddad did this to me. There's other memories, but I can't hear too much. My granddad's a bit wild. He was, yeah, my granddad was a funky guy. Well, is a funky guy. Whoa, whoa. My granddad is a funky guy. Some of the stuff that he has said to me, yeah, some of the stuff that he said to me, I'm like, boy, you know what, yeah. You as a young brother you was a problem, definite problem. But you know what? My granddad's given me these stories about his life for me to cherish, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm cherishing those memories by honoring him in a time where he can't help himself. I, sir, will gladly stand up for you, gladly, wholeheartedly. My brothers, I suggest if it's not in you, cultivate it. Let it grow inside you, and fill your soul with the warmth that your life should have. We should feel something for our family members, grandparents, parents, siblings, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews, all alike. And if we don't, it's unfortunate, but as my nan would say, it's never too late for a shower of rain. Things can always change, always. Sometimes it's just a bit harder than others. I'm definitely not going to overlook that. And sometimes it might seem impossible, but you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Brothers, let's get these promotions out the way. Podcast is available on major platforms. Well, both major platforms. Apple Podcast. I did get it right. And Google Play. I thought I didn't get that right, but words and stuff. You can also catch me on Instagram at future_fathers FF. And my brother, Saying A Official. We're giving you 1 to 2 videos a week, my brothers. I've been doing shorts as well. I've been doing shorts. If you guys have been watching, yeah, I've been getting into a little video and making my own adverts and stuff. Or so if you want to join, subscribe. Well, yeah. But anyway, yeah, my brothers, please like, share, subscribe. Do the flicky button. You know what that one is? Post notifications. So when the videos go up, you'll know. Yeah. And as I said, bros, the store is open. Please look for something for your missus. I guarantee you, if you buy something from the store, yeah, she will absolutely love it. Yeah. And don't worry about the face I'm making. Trust me, just need to go over there, man. Wallet Butcher at Big Cartel. Walletbutcher.bigcartel.com. Yeah. I'm just spitting out words now at the moment. I think I'm tired. My brothers, I'm gonna go and get some rest. Drink a coffee, Ola food, Ola meds, and rest off. My brothers, please do me a favor. Yeah. Stay well and stay blessed. Just like me and my brother do.